Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Capital Area School Development Association Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools with us here today. My name is Quaisha, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of the many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. The presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/CASDANY. Now I would like to turn it over to our first presenter, Lawrence Tech University.
All right. Let's see. Hello, my name is Patty Rockwood, and I work at Lawrence Technological University. Our school is in Michigan. We're about 30 minutes north of Detroit, in a very nice suburb of Detroit. It's also one of America's most dynamic business and tech areas, the Midwest tech area. There's a lot of companies, organizations, and schools near us. We have 4 different divisions. We have engineering, we have architecture and design, we have business, and we have arts and science. Our biggest division is our engineering, and mechanical engineering is our biggest program. We have several unusual majors: transportation design. So for those artists who are out there in high school drawing cars and boats and things on your notepad, that's what transportation design is. We have audio engineering technology, and that's so that students interested in any kind of audio, for movies, for music, even for audio in a person's car, that's what it's all about. And one of our faculty does have a studio, and he's well known in the audio community and everything. So students get to go up there, and work on audio technology. We also have game design. We also have computer science, and we have game software development as part of that. So game design, gaming's become a big thing. We believe in theory and practice, and what that means is not only are you going to be in the classroom as a freshman, but you are going to also be working on projects or research, depending on your major. And most students also do internships and co-ops, and many of those are paid. And 92% of our students now have jobs by the time they graduate or going to graduate school. So our cost, including room and board, is about $45,000 to $48,000. We have many academic scholarships. We have also athletic scholarships. We have other scholarships. If students are in FIRST Robotics at their school, we have FIRST Robotics scholarships. We have Girl Scout, Boy Scout scholarships. If you're interested in our design programs, portfolios are not required, but we do have the 5 Images scholarship. So you want to submit your art portfolio for that so you can get a scholarship. Out-of-state students, because we're in Michigan, out-of-state students have the Blue Devil National Scholarship, and that's a $5,000 scholarship. So we do have about 1/3 of our students living on campus, and I think I forgot to say we have about 3,000 students total. So we have 4 different kinds of housing. For us, for admissions counselors, the nice thing is that the freshmen actually get the newest residence hall, so that's really nice for them. We have over 60 clubs and organizations, including academic clubs. We have fraternities, sororities. We also have just fun clubs. Sports, we're NAIA, and that's separate from NCAA. We're equivalent to about Division III in the NCAA. What's different about NAIA is, except for ice hockey, we do have partial scholarships. And we actually have an esports team, and that's under academic or under athletics, so they're eligible for an athletic scholarship also. Admissions requirements, we're rolling admissions. For seniors this year, we are test optional. I'm not sure what the juniors are going to do because now they can take the SATs and the ACTs and the PSATs right now. We'll let students know as soon as we know about that. So classroom size, oh, and also we have rolling admissions, test optional. Average GPA is about a 3.4. You can do the application online or common application. For our school, class size average is about 15. Student faculty ratio is about 11:1. And right now we have, you can come in person and visit. You can also do virtual visits. You can come in person and have an information session, and you can also do a virtual information center. So we're trying to make it as easy for everybody who's applying this year, especially. Hopefully next year, we won't have all these different choices because everything will be better. Thanks. We do invite you to come and visit if you can. So we're in Michigan, about 30 minutes north of Detroit. Most cities fly direct into Detroit, and depending where you're from outside Michigan, it could be an hour-and-a-half drive and further. But we are easy to get to. I actually am a regional rep in New York State, and I can drive or fly, but usually I go through Canada. So we'll see after Ontario, Canada opens up in November about going that way, and it's a little bit shorter to go over there. We have several ways to contact us, and when I get done real quick, I'll put in the chat my email and a couple of links and everything. And let's see. We do have some open houses coming up. We call it Blue Devil Days. So we have it on Saturday, November 13th, and it's from 10 to 2, and also Saturday, December 11th, 10 to 2. So that's going to be virtual or in person. We'll have some different ways that students can actually access it and everything. First, for seniors for seniors, we're taking applications right now. You will know in about 3 to 4 weeks once you get everything in, whether you're accepted or not. For juniors, we don't have early admission, but we do start accepting applications in August of the year that you're coming in and everything. So we invite you to take a closer look at LTU. Like I said, I will put things in chat, but our website is www.ltu.edu. We also have career development information on our website, and there's actually a booklet that you can access that lists a number of companies and organizations that take our interns, and many students get jobs from their interns, and then also companies and organizations that hire students. So it's an international list of companies and organizations that students can access and kind of see the kind of companies and organizations we belong to. As I had said earlier, mechanical engineering is our biggest program, and we have several specialties in that. It includes automotive, aeronautical, nanoscience, manufacturing, and I know there's a couple others, and we actually have mechanical engineering through the PhD. And then our second largest program is civil engineering, and that also goes through the PhD. We also have biomedical engineering, we have robotics engineering, computer engineering, electrical engineering, architectural engineering, and we also have the architecture. So architecture, we have a bachelor's degree, and we also have a bachelor-master's combination, which we also have architectural engineering. That's if you want to be an architect, to get licensed, you need to have a master's degree. Some of our design programs, we have graphic design, we have industrial design, we have a new one, interior design, we have game design. And like I had said, we also under computer science have game software development. Under computer science, we also have artificial intelligence, cybersecurity. We have scientific software development and business software development. Some of our other majors are mathematics, and it's applied or actuarial. We have chemistry, and we also have environmental chemistry. Biology is our pre-med program. And students not only get into medical school from that program, but also from our biomedical engineering program.
Thank you so much for that presentation today. That is our time, and we are going to transition to our next institution, Worcester Polytechnic Institute.
Yes, you can just say WPI. It's a little bit easier, probably. I will go ahead and share my screen. Okay. All right, so hello everyone. My name is Liz DeRozier. I'm an admissions counselor at WPI, and let's get started. So a little bit of background about WPI. We're a medium-sized university with an undergrad focus. So the primary focus at our institution is for our undergraduate students. We have a little over 4,700 students. So again, we're not massive, but we're not super small either. Definitely a research institution. And as I kind of go through the presentation, you'll kind of understand a little bit more about that, but research is possible starting your first year at WPI. So we have a lot of really wonderful stuff going on. In terms of programming, yes, we are a STEM focused institution. We are a technological university. We're the third oldest technological university in the country, but we have a lot of other programs as well. We have over 50 degree programs. Engineering is our most popular field of study. And that can be anything from robotics engineering. We are the first institution in the country to offer robotics engineering as a bachelor's, master's, and a PhD. And then we also have mechanical engineering, civil engineering. We also offer great life science programs. We have chemistry, biochemistry, physics, and we also have computer science, which is huge, and interactive media and game development as well. And if you are one of those students where you're not 100% sure what you want to study, that's actually perfectly fine for WPI. 20% of our students actually enroll fully undecided. So it is okay if you don't know. When you're applying to WPI, you're applying to us as an institution, not to a specific program. There's also opportunities to get a bachelor's and a master's in 5 years and also in 4 years. And we're seeing more and more students do the 4-year option, which is pretty great as well. And then last but not least on this slide, I always just like to mention our retention rate from first year to sophomore year is actually 95%. And we think that has a lot to do with the WPI plan. And that's what I'm going to talk about now. This is really kind of how we deliver our academics, how our curriculum is set up, and all that good stuff. The first piece of the WPI plan is our academic calendar. So we're set up a little bit differently in that we run on a term system. So instead of 2 14-week semesters separated by a winter break, we run on 4 7-week terms a year. And in each term, our students are only taking 3 classes. So they only have to worry about 3 homework assignments, 3 projects. And so it works out really nice for them. They get to dive real deep into the material right away because there's no time to spend on the, intro stuff. It's, in the lab from day one, building robots from day one, whatever it is that you're going to be doing. And there is a break in between each term. It's not less material that you're learning. It is actually the same amount of material you would be learning in 14 weeks. It's just condensed into 7 weeks. So it's definitely a lot more fast paced, but we think our students really like it. There's also an optional e-term as well. The second piece of the WPI plan is our grading. Our grading is a little bit different in that it's impossible to fail a class at WPI. You can only get one of 3 grades, an A, a B, or a C, and those are flat grades. There's no pluses or minuses. And if you don't have at least a C, you can take what we have called an NR, which stands for no record. It's as if the course never happened. It's as if you never took the course. The reason we have this is we really want our students to feel empowered to take risks in their education. Maybe you're a computer science major and you've always had an interest in biology, but you've never wanted to take that bio class because you were a little bit nervous about how it would affect your GPA if it didn't go well. With our grading policy, our students can take that biology class or whatever class it is and not have to worry about it negatively affecting their GPA. The third part of the plan is our flexibility. So we advise you decide. You are given an academic advisor that's there to help you. We will never tell you exactly what courses you need to take. We give you distribution requirements, and then you get to choose which courses you're taking. Our students love the flexibility. It allows them to really cater their education to their own specific interests. Along with the flexibility, we also accept 4s or 5s on any AP exams, and also 6s or 7s on any higher level IB exams as well. The projects is the last piece of the WPI plan and kind of what WPI is known for. Our project-based curriculum that is absolutely, we think it's important to be in the classroom, but even more important to be out of the classroom, actually doing what you're learning. There are 2 heavy hitter projects that are, or there are 3 projects that are required for graduation. These are all built in, and that includes a study abroad experience if that's something you want to do. That would most likely happen your junior year. And again, it is built into the curriculum, and it's not a typical study abroad program. You're going over to these places. You're not just sitting in a classroom. You're actually doing what you're learning. You are implementing science and technology into real world situations. I would highly recommend checking out our website so you can see more about that. But we have a lot of different project centers around the world, and we do have a global scholarship for all students that's up to $5,000, depending on where the students decide to go abroad. Campus life is great. There's a lot going on. We have something for literally everybody. We have over 250 clubs and organizations. We are a Division III school for sports. We want you to find your people on our campus, essentially. So we have something for everyone. First year housing is guaranteed, but it's not required. That's also something that's important to note as well. And a few just last minute things I wanna touch upon for our application. We are a Common App school, so there's no separate application. It's strictly Common App that includes the essay. The most important thing for me to mention is that we are test blind. We are the first STEM institution to become test blind in the country. We're very proud of that. What that means is we will not be looking at testing. Even if you did super, super amazing on it, we will not be looking at it at all. So do not send it to us. And we have early action and early decision options for our students as well. There's also no application fee. And with that, that is all I have for you. So thank you so much for being here, everyone, and have a great day.
All right, thank you for that. And now we will hear from Canisius College.
All right, let me go ahead and share my screen here. Okay. Can you all see this? Can you all?
Looks good.
Okay, sorry. I am having an issue with this. Where did my presenter view go? There we are. Okay, perfect. So I am Kayla Goodman from Canisius College. I'm a 2-time alum, and I just want to give you a little bit of an overview about our college. Our school is pronounced Canisius College, and we were founded in 1870 by German Jesuits. So we're just coming upon our 150th anniversary. We are located in the Hamlin Park neighborhood, which gives our students convenient access to many things in the city. We have 2 metro stops on campus, makes it easy and accessible for students to attend their internships, short driving distance. We consider Buffalo, New York, our city, to be an extension of our campus because it not only provides entertainment opportunities, but also opportunities for internships and assistantships. We are one of 27 Jesuit colleges in the United States, which also makes us a part of a global network of more than 200 Jesuit institutions worldwide. Okay, here's a snapshot of our student body. As you can see, we are a small institution, just shy of 3,000 students, but being a small institution, we can still draw students from across the country and internationally. We see that our students benefit from a small setting, which allows for personal academic experience. Our class sizes range, our average is about 19 to a class, and a faculty to student ratio of 11:1. Students have the opportunity to build relationships with their professors and their peers, both in the classroom and outside of the classroom because of how small it is. Okay, so a Jesuit Education's foundation is within the liberal arts. We are a liberal arts college. Students areas are encouraged to they are encouraged to explore during their time in college. And we have 3 schools of education. So the first one being College of Arts and Science, which is our largest division. The second one being School of Education and Human Services, and the third one being the Whaley School of Business. So if you're interested in the College of Arts and Sciences, you'd be interested in like the psychologies, the biologies, animal behavior and ecology. The School of Education would be our teacher education programs, sports management, and health and wellness. And our business school consists of economics, marketing, accounting, information systems, and finance. We do have some pre-professional programs. Our pre-professional programs are available to students who wish to continue onto a professional program after earning their undergraduate degree. Our pre-law and pre-health programs offer students one-on-one advisement to ensure that they're on track to be accepted into the medical schools or law schools that they choose. And these programs also provide unique opportunities to our students. For example, our pre-medical center that we have on campus brings alumni speakers, alumni mentors, and we set up different volunteer opportunities within the community in the healthcare settings. I would like to note that for our pre-health professional programs, we have an 86% acceptance into medical school and an 85% acceptance into dental school, 87% into law school. And we also have an agreement with another local college where you can get your bachelor's degree with Canisius, and then also do a 3-year program with the other school to receive your JD if you're interested in law. So for our student athletes, we offer 20 Division I men's and women's athletic teams. So Division I. For those students who don't want to play on a Division I team, maybe because of the time commitment, we do offer you many different ways to stay on campus and stay active and involved. We have intramural and club sports as well. So if you're a senior in high school or a first-time applying student to attend in the next fall, now's the time to start applying, I would say. You can apply in one of two ways. We have the Canisius College website application or the common application. Along with your completed application, students must submit their official high school transcripts, your personal statement or your essay, 2 letters of recommendation. We are test optional, so you do not have to submit your test scores if you do not wish to. If you decide that you would like to, feel free, but there's no disadvantage to you if you don't submit them. We also encourage you to let us know about all the extracurricular activities that you're involved in, because our office likes to review you holistically. We look at all the different aspects of your application. We want to learn who you are and what you like and how you'll contribute to our community. So although your high school performance is super important, that's not the only thing that we're looking at. There's a couple of deadlines that I just want to keep in mind. We have our early action deadline of December 1st. And if you apply to the college by December 1st, you should have a decision or an acceptance letter by the holiday break, Christmas break. But anything after December 1st, we are a rolling admissions. So you can feel free to apply. We encourage you to complete your FAFSA, which will open October 1st. And then we have a visit and apply grant deadline of December 1st as well. And what that is if you attend an open house or a weekday visit with us and apply to the college by December 1st, you will receive a $2,000 per year grant. So $8,000 total just for visiting the campus. We do have an open house coming up November 13th, which is a Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And then we have weekday visits where you can sit down with myself as a counselor or anyone else in my office, ask all those personal admission questions that you would like. You'll go on an individualized tour with our tour guides, and then you will have the opportunity to sit down one-on-one with faculty in whichever major or department that you would like and ask those one-on-one questions about that major. So I will put all my contact information and our website information in the chat, and feel free to contact me with any questions that you have. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And now we will hear from Dominican College.
Uh-oh, where did I go? Muting. Oh, can everyone see and hear me? It wasn't unmuting. The video was on a little delay there. Sorry about that.
We can see and hear you.
Oh, good. Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay. There we go. Why everything's a tiny bit slow right now, excuse me. I am unable to, I'm so sorry, I'm unable to go slide by slide, and it just gave me a whole different screen than I'm used to. Okay, I will just talk a little bit about Dominican. We are a small private college in Rockland County, New York. We are in the Catholic tradition, however, you don't have to, you're not required to take religion classes or anything like that. But there are lots of opportunities to get involved in service, like campus ministry, and service clubs like that. As you can see by our picture, we have a really pretty suburban campus. We are 17 miles north of New York City, north of the GW Bridge. So it affords lots of nice opportunities for students to get career placement after they graduate, as well as participate in internships. We also have a lot of internships nearby to our campus, but it's nice that the city's right there. Student activities will organize trips into the city too for athletic events and Broadway shows and things like that, now that everything's opened up again. That enrollment number is actually wrong. We have just under 2,000 students at this point, and our student faculty ratio is 15:1, as you can see. Classes are small, usually have 25 or less students in a class. You do get a lot of individualized attention from your professors, which is pretty much the highlight of our school. When we ask students what you would tell incoming students and families, that's their number one, that your professors are very knowledgeable and that they really care about you, and they really help you even after graduation as a contact, again, for your career, for getting a job, references, things like that. 100% of incoming full-time freshmen receive financial aid. We also have a generous scholarship program. Any student who is admitted receives some kind of scholarship. Our scholarships range between $2,000 and $18,000. Our tuition with room and board is approximately $44,000. Without room and board, it's about $29,000. So between scholarships and financial aid, though, it makes it very affordable, sometimes even less than a state school. We have 17 athletic teams for men and women. We are Division II, so we're a small school that is very impressive. Here are an example of some of our majors, or all of our majors, I should say. Our biggest majors are nursing, business, education, and criminal justice right now. We've had a big boom in criminal justice. Nursing is, in fact, our top major. It's our most competitive program. You need to maintain a B average throughout. You spend the first 2 years doing prerequisites, and then you have to test into the program before your junior year and take the TEAs and things like that. We do also have graduate programs in nursing, master's in nurse practitioner, as well as a DN, a doctorate in nursing. Our health science department is strong. We have pre-athletic training, pre-PT, and pre-OT as well, which also prepares you for the master's programs. We have strong liberal arts as well. Our top two in liberal arts are social work and psychology. So those are some big majors now too. Our business department just separated out economics, finance, marketing, and IT as their own separate majors rather than concentrations under the business department. So that's really nice. And let's see. We do have over 30 clubs and activities. Oh, sorry, this is our internship page. This is some of the examples of internships in the area. As you can see, we have some big companies like Merrill Lynch, Mercedes-Benz, Aflac, and we also have, again, in the health fields, Pfizer is actually the next town over. So it's really nice that we have that there for our health sciences students. Here are the clubs and activities. We have over 30 clubs and activities, including 3 different dance clubs, art, photography, environmental, gaming, and service clubs. As you can see, students get involved in Habitat for Humanity. Again, campus ministry. We have a food pantry on campus. So we are a very service-oriented community here at Dominican. These are our athletic teams. Women has 1 extra team rather than men. We have volleyball for women. Tennis and golf just came on board a few years ago. We also just implemented a rowing club, which we did have many years ago and brought back because we have a professor who's super enthusiastic about it. So that's really nice to have. He is planning on petitioning to have it become a D2 team here eventually once we get the momentum going for that. Another exciting thing on our campus is that we are breaking ground for a new track and field this year. So lacrosse and soccer, as well as cross country and track, will have access to that. Our Hennessy Center, our athletic building, just had a new addition put on 2 years ago as well. So we have state-of-the-art gym, state-of-the-art workout room, which even has a studio where we give spin classes, yoga, Zumba, things like that as well. So you can get involved in sports with athletic scholarship here, as well as our intramurals, which we have in these areas as well. And you can keep up your fitness in our gym. We also have an indoor track as well in our gym. Again, here are our tuition and fees. This room and board is based on double occupancy. We also have we have 3 dorms on campus: Rosary Hall, which has singles; Hertel Hall, which is mostly doubles where freshmen are placed; and Guzman Hall, which is also only 2 years old, apartment style living for juniors and seniors. The way to apply to Dominican, you can go straight to our website or on Common App. We do have a fee waiver. We have Waive UG as our fee waiver code for this year. And as far as admissions requirements, we look for a 2.5 and higher. We look at your transcript. If your GPA is on the lower side, we're taking COVID into consideration and everything. We might bring you in for an interview, whether it's phone, virtual, or in person. We are test optional. I didn't mention that already. And essays and recommendations can only help you, but they are not required. Our admissions is rolling, but we do encourage students to have everything set by July. That way, a month later when classes start, they're all set. And again, also emphasizing early application for the FAFSA, because we have a lot of grant and aid, and the earlier you apply, the more grant and aid is available. So that's pretty much the general highlights of the college. If anyone would like to contact me, my information is here via text, phone, or email. So any questions are welcome. So I will also put that information in the chat as well. Thanks.
Thank you for that. And to close us out for this morning, we will have Clarkson University.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Kim. I'm an Associate Director of Undergraduate Admissions at Clarkson University. Clarkson is located in Potsdam, New York, which is along the Canadian border in northern New York. We are in the town of Potsdam, which also houses SUNY Potsdam. And then we're 10 minutes from St. Lawrence University in SUNY Canton. So while it's in a small town, a rural environment, it's a really great college town atmosphere. We have a little over 3,000 students on campus. In this picture, if the picture went a little bit further past the river, it would be the village of Potsdam. So that's how close we are to the downtown area. So students are able to walk from campus to the village, to the shops, restaurants, cafes, all of that fun stuff. All of our students are housed on campus here. We do guarantee housing all 4 years, so we are more of a residential school. You can move off campus if you'd like, but about 90% of our students do live on campus all 4 years. For our programs, engineering is about 50 to 60% of our student body, so our biggest major. We are more of a STEM school. We have 8 different engineering majors. We also offer some master degree programs and PhD programs in some of our engineering fields as well. We also have engineering studies, so if you're undecided within engineering, you can come in and get special advising for your first year and decide by sophomore year what program you want to pursue. We do also offer a lot of minors and concentrations, so once you have an idea what you want to do in the long run, you can start picking that up and tailor it towards what you would like to do. We also have the School of Business, which is about 25% of our student body, so also a big program at Clarkson. We have several different business majors. We start out all of our business students in business studies so that you do get a feel for all the different programs that we offer. And then again, decide by the end of your freshman year, early sophomore year, what major you do want to pursue. We also have the School of Arts and Sciences. So for the sciences, these are more of your hard sciences like biochemistry, physics, environmental sciences, physics, or psychology. A lot of these areas are a little bit more common to possibly double major in if you'd like, or if you are an engineering student and want to minor in a science or math, that's very doable as well. For our arts programs, we do have liberal arts programs such as humanities, communications, political science, social documentation. We also have digital arts and sciences, which combines computer science, math, and art. So it's a little bit of the science and art fields combined, and it's a little bit more of animation and game design. We also have pre-health advising, pre-med, pre-dental, and pre-vet. For physical therapy, occupational therapy, and physician's assistant, we actually have those master's and doctorate programs on campus. We do offer a direct entry program as well. If you apply for freshman year, a spot is saved for you for the master or doctorate level program, whichever you pursue. Main thing that we offer or require all of our students to do before they graduate is a professional experience. So this can be fulfilled by doing an internship or a co-op with a company or business, or doing research with a professor on campus, which is very doable. You can do research as early as your first year just by letting a professor or advisor know. They'll never tell you no. They're dying for students to want to do more research, so you can absolutely get that experience. You can do more than one professional experience. We do just require at least one. For the internships and co-ops, we have 2 career fairs on campus where employers will come recruit for a day, day and a half. So it's a big day, and that's how most students will find their professional experience. We also offer study abroad. We have 55 schools that we're partnered with in 28 countries. So for those semesters, you are taking the same classes that you would need at Clarkson. Your classes are taught in English, and you're not behind at all for that semester trip. We do also offer a 3-week trip where students can go for just the 3 weeks with other students and faculty and staff, and tour different companies and businesses. We do require that our business majors do a study abroad experience to get the international experience, but it's open to all majors, and definitely recommended to get that wherever you go. It's a good experience. So for clubs and activities, like I said, we're a residential school, so we do guarantee housing for all 4 years. Pretty active campus, even though we're a small school in a small town, there is a lot to do. We have over 200 clubs, so anything from Greek life, academic clubs, community service, outdoor activities, club, intramural sports. There is absolutely something for everyone. We also have SPEED teams, which SPEED stands for Student Projects for Engineering, Experience, and Design. These are open to all students, even though they have engineering in the title. The teams have a marketing, a communication side, so all majors are able to kind of give what they can to each team. They go to some big competitions and also have leadership positions within them. Like I mentioned as well earlier, we are close to the Canadian border. So when you're able to cross the border, we are a little over an hour from Ottawa and also close to Montreal, some really great cities to visit. A lot of the clubs will take trips there for different museums and sightseeing and shopping and all that fun stuff. For athletics, we have Division I men's and women's hockey. So those games are really fun to go to. We also have Division III for all of our other sports. Just a few listed here, but we also have baseball, swimming and diving, so a few other areas of sports as well. For the application, we just require your high school transcript and 2 letters of recommendation. We are SAT and ACT optional for students applying for next fall. You can use the Common App or our Clarkson application. Both are free. And then we just require the FAFSA for any need-based aid. And there is my contact info. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much to all our presenters. And so I wanted to pose a question to each of our presenters today. It is, what's one thing you want students to remember about your school? And you can go ahead and unmute, and we'll go in the same order as your presentations were.
Couldn't get myself unmuted. So I think one thing I want students to remember is that we do believe in getting students doing hands-on, working on projects, research right away, starting as freshmen. And they do that every year all through, plus the internships and co-ops. And it makes them much better when they're looking for their real job.
I would say for WPI, the one thing that is probably the most important to remember about our school is just really the hands-on projects that you're going to be doing. Usually people associate WPI with project-based learning and hands-on experience, collaboration, and we really do teach you the soft skills that you will need going into the real world.
One thing that I would like students to know about our school is that once you enter into Canisius, you have entered into a network of a bunch of alumni. So those will be the people who will offer you internship opportunities, job opportunities. They're here to support your clubs and events on campus. You have like a family outside of the campus once you join us.
I think as far as Dominican College, the one takeaway highlight would be, again, our professors and the personal attention that you get from your advisor, from all your professors. They will always know your name. They will keep in touch with you after graduation. We have student ambassadors that work for our admissions office, and in their interviews, that is the #1 thing that they say, that you really get to know your professors. And also the fact that we are a small school, and in the Catholic tradition, we have a super close-knit community, and we treat everyone like family. We have a real family-oriented environment here. So,
I would say for Clarkson, just the supportive, friendly atmosphere. We are a smaller school, so I think having that tight-knit atmosphere trickles into the academic side. If students are afraid or nervous about taking on an internship or research or joining a certain club or whatever it might be at the college level, there is a lot of support and people are there to help you. So I think just that nature on campus.
All right, thank you for all of those tips. And so I will close us out. All right, so thank you for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. We encourage you to check back to the schedule and sign up for more sessions. You'll also be able to find this session's recording as well as all the other sessions recordings at strivescan.com/CASDANY. Thank you and have a great day.